Welcome to the channel. Today's gonna be a good day. Why? Why is that? Because today I found 2 more lights so I can change the front reds to amber and be 100% street legal. If today's the first time you've stopped by the channel and watched the video, I'll bring you up to speed real quick. I have a 2008 Ford Crown Victoria that was retired from the fire department and is covered in red lights. Now, in Florida, red lights are okay on all of the vehicle except for forward facing. Blue lights anywhere on a car are completely illegal and for use only by law enforcement. So, technically on the rear of my car, and I guess on the side there, the red doesn't matter. They don't care about that. It's just that if it's forward facing, it bothers them. Now, the way I read the law and the way I've interpreted the law and the way I've seen people driving around here, note the fire department truck that I showed you guys a little while back, well, former fire department truck I showed you guys a little while back, as long as it's not activated, law enforcement doesn't seem to really care. My thing though is my time is valuable to me. So if I do get stopped, I want that conversation to be very, very, very short because I don't want to deal with a long roadside conversation about impersonation, blah, 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 for Florida law, and possibly stumbling across a law enforcement officer that isn't familiar with the statutes that, that regulate all that crap. So if it's all amber, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no anything in the Florida laws that say you can't have amber. There are some things that say, you shouldn't really use it unless there's some sort of roadway issue. Or you're trying to alert people of something. So you can have them on there. It's just that, you can't just go, running them for no reason. My work vehicle has amber lights on it. There are amber lights on all kinds of vehicles in the state. So what I'm getting at is not only is it completely legal to have it, it's actually kind of common. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take the red lights that are on this vehicle and try to turn them all amber at some point. But today I'm pretty excited because I've got 2 to replace the front 2 that are in my wheel and inner edge. I keep wanting to call it a talon because for the longest time I thought it was, but it's actually just a 3-pod inner edge. So I guess enough rambling. Let's get to the point and let's get going. All right, we've got her inside now. I got her idling because you can't power the lights without the car being in the on position. Kind of a smart idea, but we'll go ahead and turn on the strobes and the front light and the side lights so you guys can see what I got going on. So as you guys know, if you watched the last video, got an amber and a red here. I want to convert this one to amber, but I got to get another talon that I can take apart and take the amber out of it. But I got an amber and a red on both sides now. On the front, I got covers over the 2 reds. So even if it accidentally comes on, it's just white, which is legal. Also got the white strobes in the corners up here, which came with the car, obviously. But today, if you look real close, you can see the red kind of flashing back from behind the cover. But we're going to take this out. We're going to take the little covers off and we're going to switch them for amber. That way it has amber and white on the front. And then, like I said, we got this. You might be able to see it on the other side flashing. So there you go. And of course the taillights flash too, but so you guys kind of get the idea. We'll go ahead and do that, and go ahead and turn this air conditioner off. That way when I turn the car on next time, it doesn't put a lot of stress on it. But here we go. Basically, I'm gonna loosen this screw, undo this screw, and the reason why I loosen this one is so I can turn this bracket, and then I can take this light down. The power line is up in here, so it'll kind of hang. That way I don't have to take all this stuff apart and completely remove it, but I'll just disconnect it, bring it down, and get the 2 pods ready to take out, and yeah, she'll be street legal. 100%, with no questions asked. Because if you're stupid enough to pull over for an amber light, you're just a dumbass. Because then you'd be pulling over for tow trucks and stuff, and dump trucks, and every other thing that has an amber light on it. Alright, so what I've got here is a couple more amber lights. I've already started taking one apart. I'm going to have to just take this little plug off, pull basically the little circuit board with the ambers out, so that I can switch it into the car. And then I do the same thing with this one, you know, dismantle it, take the LEDs out of it, and then in the car it'll go. One of the things that I do is I'll put screws back in, that way I just don't lose them. Probably need to do the same thing with those 4 that I took out of that, but you get the idea. Alright, so there you go. You can see I've got some covers over the 2 reds, but that's what they look like. We're going to go ahead and dismantle this so that I can get the 2 red pods out. There's one. Alright guys, so got the first one out. I'm going to go ahead and start dismantling this piece, switch it out, and then we'll go ahead and get to the other one. Alright, so I've gone ahead and switched out the board. Basically just undid a screw, pulled the cap off, switched them out. Now, this should be amber, but we'll find out when I plug it in. So just for fun, let's do this really fast. Yeah, looks like it works to me. One more light to go. Just pop this one out. Let's get it switched. There we go. Another one converted. So if we can go ahead and get this thing plugged up. Let's see. Maybe you guys can see something. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when I edit this. There you go. It's amber now. Alright. Just got the light put back in. Oh, I gotta stuff this back up in the headliner. Get back in there. Get back in there. Alright, that's much better. Alright, there we go. So, lights are back in. So we'll go ahead and turn on the front strobes. Let's see what they look like. There we go. 100% legal. Still probably going to scare the hell out of some people here and there, but I'm just happy I get to preserve the way this car came to me, because as we all know, not many Crown Vic police interceptors make it out of service with all their original equipment. So here's this car with its original equipment switched to street legal amber. And hopefully on my next video, I'll have some more amber lights that I can start switching out the rear light stick with, because personally, I like the amber traffic advisor. I'm not as big of a fan as the red one. I know there's some people around here that play with the red lights on the rear, but I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. I like the amber because it's just clear as day. There's no confusion with it. And there you go. Looking good, looking good. I like the way she looks. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Do you think I should have left it red, or do you guys like the amber? I like this amber because I don't have to, you know, make any explanations if I ever get stopped. And I can always turn it on and show them that it's amber. So, but what do you guys think? You guys like the amber, or do you think I should have stayed with the red? Do you think I should have just done a cover? Just dismounted them, whatever? But, no, like I said, not many of these Crown Vics make it into the world with all their original equipment, so that's why I kind of want to preserve this, because these vehicles are very iconic. I've actually had somebody reach out and ask me about shipping this thing overseas the way it was, and be honest with you, I'm not 100% ready to give it up. So there are collectors out there, for those of you with the naysaying attitude that want to tell me that this car is worth, you know, $1,200, it should be in a scrap pile somewhere. But there you go. An oddity, a rarity, a Ford Crown Victoria with all its lights still on it. Getting it a little bit more legal, one day at a time. So here's the car all lit up. As you can see, I've got some ambers in the windshield now. They used to be red, as you know. And you got the corner strobes in the headlights there. Yeah, last week, a few days ago, whenever that was, we switched out the side. Yeah, you see it's got the red and amber. The tail lights have some strobes in them. You can see the traffic advisor Whelen inner edge going on. That is going to be the next thing I mess with. I'm going to try to turn that all amber. As you can see, I've got an amber light over here that ain't doing so hot. It's kind of dying. I'm going to have to work on this strobe over here. It's not coming through on the camera, but there's two lights. There's a strobe somewhere in here, and then there's one over here. And I think this one is starting to fail, so I'll have to fix that. But, and for those of you that don't know, haha. And that's the other light. I don't know how well it's coming through on the camera. It's really bright out here. Whew. Corner strobe, sorry about the ugly shadow there. But there we go. That's the car as she sits right now. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for stopping by. If you happen to beat Awesome One Miner to being the first comment, I'll be pretty impressed, because that guy is quick. If you are part of the notification squad, that'd be cool if you guys you know, mention that down there. I know that I've got a pretty solid group of you, probably 50 of you, that are just boom on it every single time a new video comes out, and I really appreciate that. I mean, you guys are awesome. That's pretty cool. That keeps me motivated, keeps me making me want to make videos. Anyway, if you have any comments or any thoughts or anything, drop them below. What do you guys think about the direction of the vehicle? I mean, I know there's some people out there that are hardcore, like, hey, you shouldn't be changing it, just leave it alone, leave it with the red lights, that's cool. And I know there's a whole bunch of you out there that are probably thinking, just rip all the lights out of the car. As I've said before, I don't want to rip all the lights out because I want to preserve what the car is. I think it's just neat that one of these vehicles actually escaped with all of its equipment still installed, but I want to make it 100% road legal, which in my state, you know, has the amber on the front. I want to make it amber all the way around, so there's just absolutely no question. And then at some point when these vehicles are no longer really on the road, probably in about 10 years, when it becomes, I guess, more of a historical kind of thing, if I still have it, I'm going to switch it back to being basically a fire department car. So it'll be one of those kind of survivor type vehicles. So I'm going to keep the red lights because of that. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. Loved all of you. And I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks. You know, the water in the lawn thing. This is usually a July and August kind of thing. Here we are in almost October, and I've still got this same problem. It has been raining a lot this year. A lot.